Welcome, everybody. It's nice to be here. This is our new studio. There's been a lot of changes in our family in the last month and a half.
Welcome. So we thought today, the kids are upstairs, homeschooling. We're here with you, and we'll give you a little rundown of what's been going on in our life and how we've got to this point and what's happening right around the corner.
So maybe you're wondering how the kids can homeschool without their mom there. It's actually kind of difficult, so I'll have to go back upstairs quite quickly.
So we've been in here how long?
A month and a half.
In our new home.
Since the beginning of October.
Yeah.
And it's like a dream, to be honest. Like Ken's always wanted to live out of the city for as long as I can remember. And we've actually, over the years, we've been married for 14 years. I think we counted, we moved like a total of like 7 or 9 times, I think. About 3 years ago, just with such a, heavy heart of feeling like we would never get out of the city, this opportunity arose where there was a group of different Catholic families who really felt called to live outside of the city. And this parcel of land came available, but it took a long time before, subdivision occurred, roads were made, utilities were brought in, but here we are.
It's 3 years, right?
Yeah.
This has been a journey for 3 years, and so when we purchased this land with a group of people, it was just it was pasture. So we had to go through the process of developing it, bringing in all the services, building the roads, and none of us had did this before, so there was a learning process. But a real blessing to be able to do it with others of people who are of like mind. So our house is now, we're living in it. But when we moved in September, it was a little bit of a rough start, which is why we've delayed in coming to videos with you together a little bit.
It was actually October when we moved in.
Okay, sorry, yeah. October. So what made it a little bit rough?
Well, I realized like you think everything is going to work out as planned, but it doesn't always happen that way. The appliances were supposed to arrive the day before we moved in, but they didn't. And so the next opportunity was like the following week or something. But then we got a lot of rain as soon as we moved in, and we had no eavesdrops, and we're kind of at a lower point. And so there was tons of mud everywhere around our house and even the road.
Oh yeah, walking mud.
You're doing it. Oh, this is a tough one. Go around. Go around.
Walking through the mud into a brand new house.
Good job.
Oh well.
Good job.
So fun.
Good job, Christina.
The road wasn't graveled at that point.
Yeah, it had been graveled, but the gravel all went into the clay. So there was no gravel to drive on, really. But anyhow, so they came to bring the appliances, and the truck had to go turn away because there was no means for them to come to the house. So we went, I can't even remember if it was 2 or 3 weeks without appliances. But you know what? It's amazing. You think something is going to be challenging. And you know what? It did have its challenges, but it was cool enough in the evenings and during the day that we could have like stuff on the deck outside in coolers with ice packs. Like we still had freezers that were plugged in. And we did have like an Instant Pot and a slow cooker. Ken's parents brought us a hot plate. We had a microwave. So, I mean, you can actually do quite a bit of cooking with those things.
Yeah, but I mean, no dishwasher, no washer and dryer for clothes for the kids.
Oh yeah, that was probably, and I would say that.
No fridge.
Yeah, so it was inconvenient, but I mean, many people live without appliances in the world.
Yeah.
So really, this is luxury.
Yeah, so that's how things started off for about, at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we didn't have internet for quite a while, so it was harder to do videos and upload. It just took a long time to do those kind of things, so it slowed us down that way.
And then just like living in boxes and getting established, I still feel like there's still so much to organize, but at the same time, life doesn't stop. You still got kids to feed, diapers to change, kids to homeschool, activities to go to, different, commitments that we are committed to, and just kind of carries on. You kind of need to take like a week off just to organize the house, but we just didn't do that. So
now we have eavesdrops. Now we have our road is graveled. We put down road fabric first upon the road with the help of my parents, and the kids were out there rolling the stuff out as the trucks were coming in with the gravel. So that was exciting because everyone got to contribute to that. And so we have access now to our house. We can drive from our house to the grid road, and life is starting to have a rhythm now.
Well, what I'm really most looking forward to about being in this home is that I just really feel like God's like imprinted it on my heart, and I would assume it's your heart too, that this is a home to build the kingdom. And so I actually like to call it Mary's house because our siding is all blue, and I really feel like it's only because of Our Lady's intercession that we even have this place. So I feel like it is not ours. It's a gift that is meant to be shared. And we've already had the opportunity to host a couple families who had come through for a conference, and I'm looking forward to more opportunities for that. So, but I'm realizing like life is so full. I think we got to pare down on some of our commitments because like when can we actually start, hosting people on a regular basis? Because we used to do these family rosary suppers like back in before 2020 happened, and we would do them on a monthly basis, and life was really busy then. You were traveling so much, but we still made it happen every single month. And we would have like no short of like 70 people in our house. We'd bring we'd have a potluck, we'd pray a rosary, and then we'd have dessert. And it was always for three intentions. It was for reparation for sin, our sin and the sins of the world. And it was for peace in our homes.
And for our families.
And then also to raise up saints in our midst. And I feel like those intentions are still so key in our time. And so we need to start.
Yeah, so we're going to continue that, welcoming people into our home to pray for those three intentions. And I think we'll make some videos on it as we continue to do more and more, maybe to inspire you to do something similar, because I think we need to respond to the challenges of our times, and also the invitation of Our Lady, who is always calling us in every apparition to say the rosary.
Yes. So faith-wise, what do you feel like God's been doing in your heart? Sorry, I just caught him off guard.
I think for me, it's a consistent theme of just the duty of the moment. I got to be a good husband. I got to be a good father, and I have to strive for peace. Peace is both a task and a gift. It's a gift from God, but it's also something to be sought after, and some practical things need to be done in one's life. And so that's what I feel I'm supposed to do immediately as a father and husband. And then I think we need to continue serving this way through videos. And there's been a couple of videos in this place just by myself, not with Janelle, but now we're ready to do more together, which leads us to the next thing that we have scheduled together beginning December 3rd, which is the beginning of Advent. 5 days a week, we're going to come to you as we have in the past with videos on the spiritual life in preparation for Christmas. Because Advent is a journey. It is a preparing of the heart to meet the birth of Jesus, to celebrate the birth of Jesus. There's great grace there. And so we miss the grace if we don't prepare. Those who seek find. Seems to be many people don't seek Jesus during Advent. They seek other things.
Or we just get so busy with all the added activities during that time.
But we want to seek Jesus
Right.
as a couple, and we want to invite you on our journey. So if you're interested in getting those videos, because we're going to start doing videos 5 days a week, 3 of those days of the week probably with you.
Right.
And then the other 2, just me. But if you're interested in getting those videos, there'll be a link in the description. If you see this on Facebook, there'll be a link there. And that way you get the videos by email when you sign up.
So maybe people are wondering about Father Cristino.
Oh, yeah. Father Cristino, he's doing good. He hasn't been on the channel for a while, but we do have plans on bringing him back very soon. Part of the delay was us moving, and part of the delay is things going on in his life. And when he comes on, we will update you. But very soon, you should see Father Cristino.
So can I share quickly what God's been doing in my life?
I should have asked. So
No, I don't. I'm happy to just jump in there. So for me, I just always like the month of November. Last year I did this, and again this year I've really tried to devote a lot of prayer and intentionality on, sacrificing and whatnot for the holy souls, because it is the month of the holy souls. And so in the midst of our move, I couldn't find the book that I used last year. It's along with my prayer journal. So if you want to pray St. Anthony that I find those 2 things, that'd be awesome. But I did stumble upon this book. It's called 30 Days for the Holy Souls, and it's been really good. It just, obviously shares many different stories and teachings about purgatory. And I just really feel like we have everything to gain and nothing to lose in praying for these holy souls. They need our prayers. They're dependent on them. And, I think we can't just assume that everyone's going straight to heaven. And actually, in fact, I think that that's very, very rare that people go directly to heaven. Very rare. And, just one story that I read, there was a gentleman who was suffering here on earth, like with a sickness, and he just wanted to die, to be done with the torment of suffering here on earth. And God told him, he said, well, do you want to do 3 days in purgatory, or do you want to do another year of suffering on earth? And he said, I'll do 3 days in purgatory. And after a day, he was like, bring me back to earth. Like, it was just like the sufferings that he incurred in purgatory were not even comparable to the suffering that we experience on earth. So it's better to get our time done, our suffering here on earth. Like, I watched a video with Father Mark Goring, and he says, like, he prays a scary prayer. He's like, Lord, purify me here so that I don't have to be purified afterwards. Because it's, it's a little bit scary. You don't know, what is God going to allow? But I mean, truly, I think there's something really for us to ponder, that it would be better to do that penance here than to do it there.
And if you're interested in praying for the souls in purgatory, we have produced many videos regarding prayers on how to do that. So there's a chaplet of St. Gertrude, which I'll link in the description. Many people have been using that. Just recently, we released 7 prayers for the holy souls in purgatory, traditional prayer that I couldn't find on the internet anywhere, at least the audio. So we created that, produced it for you. So that's also going to be in the description. That was just released Monday, just recently. Yeah. So that's there for you as well. Okay, so I think that's everything. So please join us for that Advent journey. Link in the description. And I think we're not going to say anything else. That's it.
No, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, God bless you. Thank you for watching. We're praying for you.